Hey Libra, welcome to your April reading. Spirit wants to kick this off with a little bit of like a Sphinx's riddle. Are you willing to release your expectations in order to have them exceeded? I'm going to give you another phrase that Spirit gave to me as I tuned into your energy for the month of April, which was expectations are premeditated resentments. You may have heard that phrase around. It is very wise and accurate. Sometimes when we come in with this is exactly how this needs to be and when it needs to be and this is the way that it'll be the best and etc., we become a little bit blind to what else is around. Synchronicity, serendipity, these are words that Spirit is using. So you might spend a whole bunch of time looking at one thing. Spirit is also using another phrase, which is a watched pot never boils. So for some of you, you're waiting for something to pop. Like, and I'm looking, I'm checking the analytics, or I'm checking the this and that, and it's like, where is it, where is it, where is it, where is it? Watched pot never boils. Expectations are premeditated resentments. Are you willing to release your expectations in order that they can be exceeded? You might want something to turn out a certain way, but everything in life has an energy of its own, and everything is connected in such a way that it will bring you as close as possible to love and liberation, and sometimes that looks like a disappointment. Something not turning out the way we expected, right? But that can catalyze a breakthrough and a positive change in luck. And that's kind of what I'm hearing. So I want to say, if when you're listening to this reading or inside the month of April, if you experience like this is not how I wanted this to go, I don't want to feed you cliches, but Spirit really is saying it's like if those cups get kicked over, it's because what was in them was not good for you and because we have other stuff prepared to come into those cups. So please spend more of your time picking up those spilled cups, washing them out and carefully placing them where you can keep them safe for the next time you have something that is worthy of filling them with. Okay. We're kicking it off real light. All right, let's get into the story of your month. We'll pull a protagonist card to see how you are showing up, which characteristics that Spirit kind of wants to highlight in you for your highest good. And then we'll take a look at the past as it pertains to the present, and then the unfolding future, the story of your month. Going to get the lay of the land, a look at the climate that you're navigating, what's showing up around you, Libra, in the month of April, and how Spirit advises you to best navigate it in the name of your highest good. Always and only for your ease, peace, fulfillment, abundance, joy. Hello, Derpy. Yeah, I'll see the top of the kitty's head. Hopefully she'll come up here and make a cameo. Come over here. I need my table. Yeah, come up here. Let the people see you. She's so pretty. Oh, there she is. Oh, there she is. Pretty Derpy. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So the climate and the guidance, Spirit. We want to know how Libra can best navigate in the month of April to step into the present and future that serves their peace, fulfillment, abundance, ease, joy. We want to help Libra toward their highest good. Please show us whatever Libra needs to know in the month of April, their highest good. Let's see what we got here. She's like, nope, I'm sitting on the table. I'm sitting here, Bish. Gonna have to move your butt. I'm sorry. Libra. Month of April for their highest good. Okay. Scoochie booch. I know. I'm so mean. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay, I need one more. Ooh, Libra. You have some good energy here, but then there is like this. Any of you watch RuPaul's Drag Race? Spirit's talking about your inner saboteur. Nothing to be super concerned about. It's something to be aware of, because being aware of it can sometimes diffuse its strength, its potency. Like, oh, this is my inner saboteur again telling me that this thing is not going to turn out the way that I want it to. You are trying to make it happen all by yourself. That's what I'm hearing. And that will inevitably lead you to a sense of like separation and disappointment. So, okay, Spirit is just saying it all over again. You can see your cards right here. Release your expectations. The Fool, sitting in the past. I feel like there was a time, perhaps when you embarked on whatever is in focus for you this month. For some of you, it's like a career path. For some of you, it's a relationship. You know, your mileage may vary. It's a general reading. But the characteristic that unites all the Libras is there was something that you entered, you know, kind of with perfect love and perfect trust. The Fool, like, I'm ready to get in over my head, I'm ready to find out, I'm ready to let go of all my baggage and all my expectations and jump right in and let this be its own thing. And then here in the present moment, the Hierophant. Did you accidentally lock yourself into something with a whole bunch of rules or restrictions or just it's like an order that you didn't necessarily want? I feel like you wanted to go into this wild and free and you ended up accidentally kind of under a bell jar. It's not true for all of you, but for some of you, that's what Spirit is saying in a relationship context. Like, this person loved me when I was wild and free, but now, clunk, they want me like, you know, Tinkerbell, just like stuck, trapped in a bottle or a bell jar for their own delight. If you feel trapped, if you feel like you are stuck somewhere, and for some of you this is a job, this is why, you know, general readings, best to follow your own line of intuition. What is the vibe? Where does the vibe rhyme for you? For some of you, this is a job that is like, oh, this is the only way to operate here. This is the only way to go up the ranks or stay, you know, stay appreciated under the eye of the powers that be. And this isn't what I wanted. Some of you, this is what I'm hearing, you're coming through as the King of Wands this month, right? The manager, the director, the I would like say most often the creative director, because of those wands, spiritual director. Did you accidentally enforce those rules on yourself when you were planning to do this one way, free of expectations, free of preconceived notions, the Fool, and then, oops, I accidentally got locked into thinking that there is one specific way to do this? And, you know, the Hierophant is hierarchy and it's society. So did you accidentally get yourself stuck thinking that there's only a certain way to do this? Or it won't be satisfactory until I reach this level. That expectations are premeditated resentments. We see the future sitting here, Three of Swords, pulled a couple clarifiers, the Ten of Wands, trying to do it all by yourself, and then finally the Star, saying strip all that shit off. Strip all that shit off, trim, like, yeah, definitely trim your to-do list or your expectations of yourself in the month of April. Do you have a habit of overloading yourself? That's what I'm hearing. Like, yeah, I can totally do X, Y, Z, and ABC and EFG all in one day. And then you end up doing half of A and then feeling like you're a loser, it's impossible, there's no way anybody could blah, 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 blah. Three of Swords, isolating thoughts. Important to note that the Three of Swords is not like the Five of Cups, for example. It's not, oh, it's all over. It's, I feel. And more importantly, I think. Like, I'm in my head, my perspective says everything sucks and this is never going to work out and nobody sees me, gets me, appreciates me. Here's your yellow light. The beauty in getting a forecast is if you don't like how the future is looking, you can start taking the steps now to diffuse those bombs or whatever. You know what I mean? The key, importantly, is the Ace of Cups. An open heart, forgiveness, compassion. Most importantly for yourself, but of course, then you're able to extend that to other people. Okay? It's not that you're more important than other people. It's like what is in one is in the whole. So if I can't have compassion and forgiveness and ease for myself, it's doubtful that I can have that for other people. Okay? Not impossible, but pretty doubtful. So, don't let your expectations lead you to disappointment and kind of discouraging. That's a really important word, because think about the roots of that word, discouraging, removing your courage, the opposite of encouragement, right? We don't need that. We need to allow ourselves to be the flower that we are. That is how Spirit would prefer that we each think of ourselves. Like, we are creatures of earth just like every other creature of earth, and they all have life and death and growth cycles. And every tulip might look to us like every other tulip, but tulips, I guarantee you, see the individuation and the separate characteristics, right? We let flowers be flowers. Let yourself flower. Don't try to make yourself be something. Try to support yourself in the way that lets you be yourself. In whatever it is you do, you will excel more if there is support and compassion for you to be who you are and to give what you have, and not to expect yourself to have more to give or whatever and then feel like you're falling short. Is this making sense to you? I want to jump to the guidance. 3 of Cups. Have some fun. Get around your friends. Get together with more people. Listen, 3 of Swords is the future and 3 of Cups is the remedy is very poetic and perfect. 3 of Swords is thinking that you're all by yourself and disconnected, and 3 of Cups is connect. Share what you have with the people that you love, with people that see you for who you really are and appreciate you for who you really are, and don't have those expectations of you. You don't have to be in a good mood. You don't have to perform for these people. These people, if you show up, face all fucked up from crying to the Zoom call, they're not going to be like, oh God, I thought this was going to be fun. They're going to be like, hey, what's going on? Do you want to talk? Do you know what I'm saying? Don't convince yourself that you are alone. Even if you don't know people in your immediate vicinity, that is a sign of the times. So, the flip side of the fact that that's the sign of the times, the social isolation, is that there are digital spaces where you can talk with people and get support or even just vent, right? Do that. Connect with people. Carve out time for fun. Super fucking important. Some of you are working so hard on something, and I see that you put your whole heart into it. You put your whole soul into it. King of Wands, again, creative director. The person running the show, the person who wants their own empire, their own kingdom, right? You can be of any gender and show up as a King of Wands. It's about, the King of Wands wants their name on the marquee or the book or, the placard or whatever. Versus the Queen, who's maybe more, quote unquote, behind the scenes, community and art oriented. So, you want to do it all, and you want to do it exceedingly well. And exceed is, somewhere close to expectations in the dictionary. We don't want, thinking of going to exceeding, it's excessive. Surprise, it's excessive. You don't need to do that. It would be better for you to, Ace of Swords, and the climate, the energy around you, to take a breath and clarify. Clarify. What helps you clarify? The Star. Considering your values, zooming out. 3 of Swords can be a very zoomed in energy. This is what's not working, this right here, this needs to change, this is all that's this is fucking up everything. And then we can zoom out and be like, oh yeah, oops, there are people in the world who are going without, or who are in danger, or etc. At least I get to sit here with my roof over my head having my existential crisis. You know what I mean? Just saying. So the Star says, zoom out. What does your spirit want you to do? Let's put that in more earthly terms, what do your values dictate? What are your values? Is it I want to be compassionate? I want to be wildly creative. I came here to have an experience where I connect with a whole bunch of people and travel all over the place. What is it for you? It's different for everyone. Move according to that compass. Don't I feel like using your mind and trying to control everything is the temptation this month, and it leads to, like, it's funny, Spirit just said perdition. I don't use that word in my common vocabulary, but Spirit said that leads to perdition. I think that means danger if I'm nerding out properly, but I'll have to Google it after this. So it basically leads to a feeling of failure. But to be dictated by your spirit and say this, and here's another fucking hint about what it is to be dictated by your spirit. It's what feels fun. It's what feels juicy. It's what feels passionate. King of Wands, you are run by passion, so it's really important for you to stoke your fire, to treasure it. It's also your light, right? That's your star. I light up when I talk about this topic or engage with this person or do this activity. That's your soul talking to you. So I don't care if it's fucking Legos. Maybe it is for somebody who's listening to this because that's what Spirit is saying. If Legos lights you up, then Legos has something to do with your soul purpose, okay? Have fun. Get together with some people who do Legos. Apply that to your own life. Clarify what really matters to me. That could create a breakthrough for you. Just to match up with that Three of Swords energy, over in the potential outcome, Four of Pentacles, you could stay still and emotionally slash financially constipated through the month of April if you lock yourself into the Hierophant expectations that you have of yourself. I say we go back to our original idea, which was to be the fool in this and to let things be what they are and to see what that brings out of us, right? To not have demands and expectations so much of life and of the people around us, but to hope to let them be exactly what they are so that we can become exactly what we are. So even if something, it becomes a challenge or a tension or a conflict, we allow that to bring out the most and the best of us, right? Because maybe that's one of our values. I don't know, you tell me. You have two aces here. So new beginnings and new momentum and changes in cycles can occur. You do not need to get locked into a Three of Swords, Ten of Wands place. Here's your yellow light to go back in, and maybe you need to wipe off your compass. Maybe your compass has become a little clouded by what other people want or think or expect of you. Maybe other people's expectations are weighing heavy on you and are one of those 10 wands. Throw that shit off. Wipe off your compass. At the end of your life, where do you want to be? How do you want to feel? When you look back on what you did in the month of April, what do you want to be like? Damn, I'm so proud of myself. I really told that person that this wasn't possible for me. Or I really put out that creative thing when it wasn't perfect, but it was never going to be perfect and I had to be brave and put it out into the world. What is it for you? If you feel like sharing, let me know. I always feel like listening. Thank you for being here, Libra. Like if you liked it, dislike if you didn't. Subscribe if you vibe. I really appreciate you. I hope I will catch you at the Saturday Live, and if not, I hope I'll see you next time. Till then, bye.